A Course in Miracles, Chapter 10, The Idols of Sickness. Introduction. Let's imagine this right here. John has been in solitary confinement for over 15 years. 22.5 hours a day, no windows, no sunlight, no physical contact without chains. His bed is a concrete slab. His shower is a cage. His voice echoes off the walls because no one ever answers. He hasn't seen the moon since 1998. He says, "I don't remember the stars." He tosses a rubber handball against the wall. It's fun for maybe 10 minutes. Then it's just noise. Then it's just him. John says, "I've changed in here. I've gotten angry for no reason. I wasn't a saint before, but now I don't even know how I'll act when I get out." And then he pauses. "I don't even know who I am anymore." That's where we start. That's where the idols of sickness begins. Nothing beyond yourself can make you fearful or loving, because nothing is beyond you. See, the world will look at John and say, "Well, what did he do?" They'll say, "Don't do the crime if you can't do the time." They'll say, "If he's in Pelican Bay, he deserves it." But the Course doesn't ask what he did. It asks one question: has God changed his mind about you? Because if the answer is yes, then everything in this world of punishment makes perfect sense. But if the answer is no, if God hasn't changed his mind about John, then maybe the cell isn't what it seems. Maybe John is still at home in God and dreaming of exile. Time and eternity are both in your mind. Not in the prison system, not in the ticking clock, not in the calendar scratched on the wall, but in John's mind. The mind holds both, the illusion of waiting and the memory of forever. And those two things, time and eternity, clash until he sees time for what it is, a means to regain eternity. So what does that mean? It means John can use time however he wants. Not with his hands, they're often shackled. Not with his schedule, he doesn't have one. But with his mind. He can use time to relive the trial, replay the past, rehearse the rage. Or he can use time to remember something real, something eternal, something untouched by all of this. You must learn that time is solely at your disposal. Let's break that down. At your disposal means it belongs to you. You get to decide what it's for. You can use time to justify your bitterness, or you can use time to undo it. You can spend 15 years counting losses, or you can spend 5 minutes in stillness and step outside of time altogether. Because what's really being sentenced here? The body? The behavior? Or a belief in separation? The Course says, nothing in the world can take this responsibility from you. Not the guards, not the judge, not the past. John still has the ability to choose, to look at the handball, the walls, the tray of food, and see something else, to let the Holy Spirit reinterpret everything. You can violate God's laws in your imagination, but you cannot escape from them. John can dream he's worthless. He can dream he's forgotten. He can dream that punishment is justice. But he can't undo God's laws. He can forget that he is love. But love won't forget him. That's what inviolate means. Unbreakable, untouched, still intact. Like the moon he hasn't seen since '98, it never stopped shining. He just hasn't looked at it. God created nothing beside you, and nothing beside you exists. Now stop right here. The system gave John a number. The world gave him a label. But God gave him something else. a self that cannot be altered. That self is still holy, still radiant, still whole. Everything else, his sentence, his reputation, his regrets, is a projection. So a picture on the walls of the mind. What can upset you except the ephemeral? So what's ephemeral? Everything John can see, the cell, the chains, the concrete, even the anger that came after 6 years without a sunrise. It's all temporary. Even the handball, even the tray of food, even the bars. Because cells get torn down. Wardens retire. Laws change. Bodies die. Storms come through. And even if none of that happens, John's mind can still awaken. He could remember the stars right now. Not in the sky, but in his mind. Because the sun, the moon, the breeze, the field, they've never been outside. They were always in the mind. Even the prison itself is a symbol. Even the gates. Even the darkness. So the Course asks again, what can upset you except the ephemeral? And then it goes deeper. Your holy mind establishes everything that happens to you. Not that John caused the cell, but that the cell doesn't define him. His response to it does. He can respond with guilt. Or he can respond with light. He can scream at the walls. Or he can look through them. He can believe he's broken. Or he can listen to a voice that still calls him beloved. Because every response you make to everything you perceive is up to you. And finally, it says, when anything threatens your peace of mind, ask yourself, has God changed his mind about me? So here's John, in a cell, no stars, no wind, no mirror. And he asks that one question, not, what did I do? Not, when will this end? Not, will they ever let me out? But, has God changed his mind about me? And if he listens, he hears, no, not now, not ever. Because God doesn't do temporary, he does eternal. And you are still exactly as he created you.